Well, hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Julia Royson of BK Royson Publishing, Royal Media and Publishing, and the coaching community, the book business bosses, where we're helping you get your message to the masses, turn your words into wealth. And I always love to use any platform that I can, any platform that's necessary to share new books, new authors, existing authors, to make sure that you're aware of what books are available. So happy February and Black History Month, and it's still Love Month. Of course, it's a Love Day every day, but it should be an opportunity for you to fall in love with reading, fall in love with what you do, who you are, and be all that you can be. So the purpose of us going live tonight, and I'm here with authors, and I'm super excited for what they have to share. And so, our primary purpose tonight is to invite you all to the first annual Louisville Women's Expo. So, if you're in the Louisville, Kentucky surrounding area, there is a Louisville Women's Expo that is happening at the Kentucky Fair and Exposition Center February 26th and 27th. And so Saturday, it's open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then Sunday, it will be from 12 to 5. So check out my website on check out my Facebook page. I'm sorry. And my Facebook cover has all of the authors that are going to be there. Now, I'll be there on Sunday, February 27th. I am currently I'm on tour with the Black Child Book Fair tour. So I will not be there Saturday, but I'll be there. One eye open and one eye closed, but I'll be there on Sunday from 12 to 5 at the Louisville Women's Expo. So, I'm always super excited to bring authors to you. Be sure and share this video. Be sure and like and comment this video. Be sure and follow these authors, purchase their books, share their books, because honestly, we are walking, living, breathing Black history every day, 365, as McDonald's says, 365 days Black. We are living and breathing Black History Month, because one of the things, too, is that there are a lot of people who understand that there are Black authors, but they're meeting them and being introduced to their books all the time. So, as a Black publisher, I always get, the for real. I mean, a real, really, you can do this? What? So they're always surprised. So I was recently talking to a school, and they were like, "She's living Black history. She's really, literally making Black history." So I own it. I take advantage of it, and I appreciate it. So I want each of these authors to introduce themselves, tell us a little bit about their books, and tell us where they can find them on social media. Are you on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter? And I know those who are listening in usually are taking notes. So get your pen and the notebook out, or get your phone and start following these authors. They're going to be writing. I know Michael Young is working on books all the time. And I know Miss Peggy Dixon is. Miss Terry Harris will have to tell me if she's writing and what her stage is. But I'm super excited for all that's going on. So we're going to start off with the king of Royal Media and Publishing, urban fiction, Mr. Michael Young. And of us all, I think he's the second most published author that we have on here this evening. Michael, go ahead and take it away.
All right. Hello, my name is Michael Young. I am an urban fiction writer. You can find my books on Amazon, or if you're in town, you can come to Pretty Woman Boutique on Cane Run Road. I'll show you my first book. Is Happiness Worth the Pain? I'm going to do a quick rundown after I show you all the books. The second book, To Protect and Serve. My third book, Wildest Dreams. My fourth, Forgetting Lies. And my fifth book that's out now, Wildest Dreams 2. I'm not your average writer. I know most books you've read, they involve women. They're about they're falling in love with the thug. They're after the dope dealer, or they're a dancer trying to go right. I have nothing wrong with those type of books. More power to those authors. But I wanted to write something that is more real to everyday women. All the women in my books, they have jobs. They have not only jobs, they have careers. I have executives in some of my books. I have former actresses. I have police women. These are all my stories feel real. You can associate with anything in my book. You may know some people like something in my book, and that's all I try. I'll try to entertain, make it more. Trying to find the word for it. More
Well,
applicable.
we have
Applicable.
surprises too. And Michael, you gotta tell him
Yes.
that he's gonna keep you on the
Oh
hook
yes.
until the end, and you be like, I don't believe he did that. Thank you so much, Vanessa, for sharing. I'm like, I can't believe he said, I can't believe she did. It's amazing, over the top. Find him, find him, find him.
Yeah, I have to have something in the book to have you hooked every chapter to keep you reading.
Most definitely, we got the train moving through. I love it. I love it. Okay, so tell me a little. So I always ask you this, and I really want to know because your characters. I'm honored to be the publisher, but your characters do have strong women. What is the
Yes.
motivating force behind that? Of having strong women, because he doesn't have your typical, oh, I need $40 so he can get my nails done, and I need, no, he doesn't have that. No, them sisters is paying their own bills, they writing their own checks, they signing their own mortgages. No, 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 they that's not that kind of girl. And of course I identify with that because I'm pretty independent. I'm married, but I'm pretty independent chick, so
Yeah.
so what's the motivation behind that?
There has to be from the women that I'm around, between my wife, my mother, my mother-in-law, my sister, my nieces, and a lot of the women I work with, very strong women, positive women. I draw a lot of inspiration from all of them.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you. And shout out to Pretty Woman Boutique and Miss Saritha. She's one of my favorites of all time, and she's holding it down, mommy and daddy, and they are holding it down. I love how their family works. Okay, so the series is now book one and book two is Wildest Dreams. Oh my goodness, I like that story. That's really kind of modern. Your dream coming to reality. So tell us, is there a book three, or are you done with book one and with book two, Wildest Dreams?
For right now, I'm done with those characters. I'm going to let them rest. But there is another character that's in those books that will be shown in a sequel to the second book, to Protect and Serve. Something
Ah,
has happened to her that is revealed in book three, Wildest Dreams 2. You'll find out what happened to her in Protect and Serve to Blood Alley. So
Protect and
all my
Serve.
books kind of intertwine with each other.
Oh, okay. So I like the connectivity. I like all of it. Now, Forgotten Lies, it took us a little turn to the left. Which left? Okay, my left. Forgotten Lies. Woo! So that is I don't know. I think that's urban fiction, but it's more of a mystery thriller. So if you like one that's
Yes.
gonna keep you to the edge to the end, Forgotten Lies did it. I mean, that's the main one. Some of the other ones, he keeps you on the hook until the very end, but Forgotten Lies was like, what? So do you do you watch CSI and all them? Do you watch those shows?
I used to watch some of them. I would never finish a whole episode. I've just been blessed with an incredible imagination, so my mind is twisting like a tornado all the time. I can come up with some wild things.
Yeah. Well, that's the beauty of being a fiction writer. And fiction takes a little bit longer now. Michael Young is one that he can turn them out pretty quickly. So that he's unusual in that. But fiction does take a while because you got to make sure your characters are right and the plot is hooking you and all of that is really a great thing. But that one, Forgotten Lies, he keeps you in almost into the very last page. I mean,
Yes.
almost to the very, very end. So don't get mad at him. Don't throw no rocks on him. And no, I'm not gonna tell you where he lives, but it's it's gonna. I mean, it's really a mystery thriller. So I had to ask if you watch those kind of shows because that's what the last 5 minutes of the show, you like, he did what? She did what? Are you for real? Yeah, that one was a really take it out the box. Okay, so I have to ask you, so what are you working on now? What are you working on now?
I have 3 more books that's already finished. I have To Protect and Serve Part 2, Blood Alley. I have another one that's finished. Uh, what's the? I got so many books that's finished.
I know. I'm
The
like,
Dark
ooh, the
Side,
characters just running through his head. This is so
uh,
good.
the
I love it. I love it. I
Dark
love it.
Side of Desire, that's finished.
Wait a minute, Dark Side. Ooh, I can't wait to read that one.
And
And what's the third one?
Winter's Cold Kiss.
Winter's
That's a
cold,
revenge book.
cold kiss. Winter's cold
Cold
kiss.
Kiss. Yeah,
Is that a
cold like
revenge of anybody in them other things? In them other characters in the
uh,
other books?
this is a
Nope.
totally different book.
Totally different series.
Brand new
Oh,
characters.
what? Oh, yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so Michael Young will be at the Louisville Women's Expo on Saturday, February 26th from 10 to 6 p.m. Be sure and stop by, pick up your copy of all of his books. That should be there and available for sale to get the signed copies. Now, if you get it on Amazon, he's not going to be able to sign it unless you buy it and bring it to where he is. So Louisville's Women's Expo, be sure and stop by from 10 to 6 on February 26th. Even any around the Louisville area, E-Town, Lexington, even as far as Nashville, you just want to come in and experience a wonderful event highlighting women. And believe you me, all of Michael Young's books have strong women characters in them. So if you want some new fiction to head you into spring, stop by. And I forgot to say this, we're at booth 14. So BK Royson Publishing, Royal Media Publishing, everybody who's a book business boss, everybody's a book business boss. Stop by booth 14. And booth 14 is as soon as you walk through the main entrance, we're on the second row on the right. We're on the second row on the right in booth 14. So stop by, get your signed copy of all of Mr. Michael Young's books. And thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Well, next, I want Miss Terry Harris to introduce herself, tell us about her book, tell us where people can. Oh, by the way, you can find Michael Young on Facebook and Instagram, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Be sure and look at his face, though, because Michael Young is a name that's used a lot, but Mr. Michael Young is out there. And he does have a author central page on Amazon. It's author Michael Young. So be sure and find that page too as well and follow him. So you'll get all those next 3 books he's going to be rolling out. Royal Media and Publishing. Let's go. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Miss Terry Harris. Introduce yourself. Tell us where people can find your book. Tell us about your book and where you can be found on social media.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Terry Harris. This is my book. My book is called What's in My Future. It's actually I don't know if y'all can see it. It's a children's coloring book. As you can see, it represents people of color. It's a book that allows kids to see themselves in a variety of different occupations. Social media sites, I am on Instagram right now, and I do have a Facebook page, but it's still under, I'm still finalizing that. And you can purchase my book on Instagram or via text, website. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I'm stuff on mute. Can they purchase your books on Amazon? Yes?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Okay, so find you on Terry Harris on Instagram or Terry Harris. Do you have a personal Facebook page? Yes?
It's a first class. It's PHIRSTKLAS. Just one S.
Okay, so first class PHIRSTKLAS.
Yes,
And that's where we can find you on Facebook.
That's it. It is the same. Facebook is the same.
And, okay, good. And Instagram.
Yes, and email.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about what was your email?
firstclass@gmail.com.
Okay. And remember, that's class with a K and only one S at gmail.com.
Right. Correct.
And the first is PHIRST.
That is correct.
Okay. So tell me what possessed you. What was the inspiration behind your book? Because I love the idea of that. That
Well,
children's
thank
book
you.
is wonderful.
Thank you. So I have young grandchildren, and they love to color. And one day I just wanted to get them some more coloring books. And when I go into the stores, I didn't see coloring books that represented them.
Right.
It kind of bothered me. I see the little princesses, but none of them represented them, or the little cowboys. And so I wanted to create a coloring book that they can see themselves. And with this, it's different occupations, and it's not just your normal. It has all different kinds of occupations, and hopefully, it inspires young kids to become whatever they want to be.
Wonderful, wonderful. I think that is incredible. And you're right. Children do want to be able to see themselves. They do not want to, they want to be able to identify with the character itself. They want to be able to see the same skin color. Oh, okay, that book, they look like me. And I can do anything, I can be anything. And as much as we think in 2022 that we wouldn't have to still be encouraging children to be all that they can be, some children do not have a village. They do not have a good support group. So it may take just one teacher, one neighbor, one person in their church, or one person in next door that can literally transform a child's life. So I'm going to put your email up there, First Class. Is that correct? Is that correct? Is that correctly how it's spelled?
That is correct, yes.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So firstclass@gmail.com to request books. And they are coloring books and have the ability to do that. And then find her on Facebook and Instagram as well. Welcome, as I say, to the Book Business Bosses. We're glad to have you, and so glad that you'll be with us at the Louisville Women's Expo on Saturday from 10 a.m. Hey, Miss Lisa. Hey, cousin. How are you, love? Thank you so much for watching. That you'll be joining us on this Saturday, February 26th at the Louisville Women's Expo. And this is the first time for this event. So that's the reason why we're really wanting to go live. We have no precedent for this. We don't have, we've been in existence. That's been in existence 5 years. This is our first time coming. This is the first time for everything. So I really wanted our audiences to know that it's out there. It's available. There's going to be all kinds of vendors there. There's going to be, of course, we'll be there at booth 14. Remember that. We'll be at booth 14 at the Kentucky Fair and Exposition Center on Saturday, February 26th, and Sunday, February 27th from 12 to 5. And look for booth 14 where the authors will be there. There are books of color, books for children, books for adults, help, self-help, a little bit of everything. Y'all know I write in multiple genres. So when I get there Sunday, you can get a little bit of everything, but you'll also be able to do that on Saturday as well. So I'm pleased to have the other author with me tonight is Miss Peggy Dixon. How are you, love?
I'm doing good.
Good. Well, I'm going to turn it over to you. You introduce yourself, introduce your books, and where people can find you on.
Okay. I'm Peggy Dixon, and I have written 2 books. The first one I want to share with you is called Meatloaf and Marriage. What do they have in common? It's a very simple yet profound little book that helps you get through your marriage. It has some main points in, just 3 main points in there: commitment, communication, and guarding your marriage. And then I've written You Are the Legacy, a generational tree. And I'm just, you can find both of these books on Amazon. You can also contact me through PeggyBruceDixon@gmail.com. And I'm on Facebook. And that's the only social media I'm on at this particular time. As Julia knows, I'm striving to get there with everybody else. So,
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I want to know about, tell me a little bit more, because you know I published the second book, but tell me a
and
little bit more about the first book, because I know, you know, marriages work. Marriage is
woo,
wonderful, but marriages
yes,
work. So
yes.
give me one nugget from Marriages Like Meatloaf.
Well, Meatloaf and Marriage, you have to, when you think of them, what do they have in common? You think of ingredients, and that's what you need in your marriage. You need ingredients, you need the commitment part of being together, you need seasoning, which is communicating. So you communicate, and you guard your marriage by the shaping of the container. You know, you have to have a container to shape your meatloaf. Well, that's how you guard your marriage. You shape your marriage. And so those are the basic three things that they have in common. And then they're broken down in the book by, of course, subtitles. And each subtitle has a question. I like to ask questions, and I like to ask questions at the beginning rather than the end, so that you're already thinking about what you're going to be reading when you start to read it, rather than at the end. And there are some things at the end that may have a question or two, but the question is at the beginning. Each subtitle is a question to make you think about your marriage, because marriages need a lot of help these days.
Yeah,
My husband and
yeah.
I've been married 47 years. We're still working and learning each other and having some challenges as we age, health wise, and challenges. But marriage is a wonderful thing. And what I always say is, when people come, and people do come to us and ask us questions, always say to them whether we believe they should or shouldn't. Based on the things that they're saying, we may say, you might need to wait, you might need to reconsider this. But once they commit to marriage, then it's my obligation, our obligations, to help your marriage be successful. So that's what we're hoping that this book does, is to help your marriage be healthy and successful.
Okay, do you all offer coaching and consulting, right?
Well,
Counseling?
people seem to find us. We haven't done the thing we probably should be doing. I keep trying to encourage my husband, especially with so many couples now getting the divorces rather than working together, and they're divorcing over what we see as self-absorbed. They're just, people are so self-absorbed that they don't want to take the time to work on the commitment of being married. They don't want to continue the friendship. And friend, you may start as friends and work through that, but somewhere the mundane of life, the routine of life, drives you away from being that committed. You have to go back and find that friend again that you married.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, friendship is so key. And I was telling another pastor and his wife who do marriage counseling, you know, before they marry other people, and I said, well, in this thing of COVID right here, make sure you add that you need to like the person. Like you have to be. I mean, because you know, when Brian and I first were retired, I retired in 2018. He retired in 2019. We were like, yeah, we can be on the road. Well, 2020, we was in the house locked up together for literally 24 hours a day. He didn't go to work on third shift. I didn't go to work on first shift. You know,
I
it was
understand.
just two shifts passing in the night when we worked. But oh no, COVID had us 24/7. So my respite was going in the bathroom, going, Jesus, this is your boy, okay? And then I would go in my office and close the door and write for a while, and then we would have dinner together. We would have breakfast together. But woo! I mean, I'm like, fortunately, we like each other, and even if we get on each other's nerves, we usually end up start laughing about it, and you know, it
Right.
breaks the ice, and we move along. But if you're really not, if you don't have that kind of relationship to, even if you get on each other's nerves, to kind of laugh and roll it off and keep moving, and you know, or as we say, have a meeting in the middle of the bed, that can be a mess. That can be just like, oh my gosh. I said, so make sure you put in that marriage counseling. Make sure you like him.
Yeah.
Not just he's cute, he got a nice car, and I know people nowadays who go into marriage saying, well, I can just get out of it. Who does that?
Yes,
Why
they
would you
do
do
say
that?
that.
Oh, I
They
can just
say
get
that.
out of it. I'm like, no, you
Yeah.
don't love him like that. Oh, okay, all right,
Yeah.
whatever.
They go in with the ideal already. We don't care what you do to us or say to us. We go in, with the ideal. If I don't like the way you put on, as one young lady said to me, if I don't like the way he puts on the cap of the toothpaste, I can just leave. I was like, well, honey,
Wow.
that's quite self-absorbed, don't you think?
Yeah, yeah. Well, me and Brian had the thing about I was raised on Miracle Whip. He was raised on Hellman's. And
Oh,
I'm like, you're never gonna, I do the little I do the little song, bring out the Hellman's,
difference.
bring out the yuck. He goes, no, it's the best. And I was like, I said, we could get divorced literally on that. Because I would be trying to convince you to eat Miracle Whip. You could try to convince me to eat Hellman's. No, we just buy 2 jars and roll on.
Yeah, roll
He
on
likes
with it.
A1. I'm a 57 girl. That's just ketchup. We buy 2 jars of, that's a no-brainer for us. That's
You
just
know what?
no big
Not to
deal.
cut you, not to cut you off, but that reminded me of something. Couples don't know how to split a pea.
Mm,
And by that I mean when my husband and I got married, he didn't have a lot. I didn't have a lot. We just knew we wanted to be together with each other. And we was determined that whatever we had, we would split it. So when I say split a pea, if that's all we had to eat for dinner, which wasn't the only thing, but
right.
I'm just saying we split a pea. Now people couples don't know how to work together
Yeah.
with what they have and love each other. I see Mike over shaking his head like he understands. He's been through some of that himself. From what I can see from the shake of his head, he's in total
Yeah. Oh,
agreement.
yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's what I see now. And we have couples. There are couples that call us and ask for advice. But here's some of that what I'm finding out with some of the couples that are calling and asking. They don't really want the advice you have to give them. A lot of them have already made up in their mind what they're going to do, what they're not going to
It's
do,
her
what they
fault. It's
do.
his fault. I
And
just
it
want you to co-sign. I'm like,
and
no,
and they're
that's on
coming
you.
now,
Yeah.
but they're coming now to a lot of counseling sessions with coaches, with licensed coaches. I say I'm a counselor. I'm just not a licensed counselor.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but they're coming with the ideal of I'm already planning to divorce. So by the time a lot of times when they get to you, they've already made up their mind and they're just using you so that they can say they went somewhere to try to
Right.
get a little help.
Right. Right. Right.
And that's
But they're
not
doing it.
everybody, but
Right.
that's what I'm finding that is happening a lot now. Cause and I talked to my son yesterday and he said, Mom, it's a different world than when you and Dad got married. He
Yeah,
said
it is.
it's so much different now.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It
So
is. And what people have in their mind. So, as you can tell, if you're thinking about getting married, don't wait till after you are married and you're having trouble. If you're thinking about married, oh, I want a husband, get that book.
get
Marriage
the
is
book.
like meatloaf. There it is. Meatloaf and marriage. What they have in common. Get that book
Yeah.
and read it prior to, because a lot of it has to do with the individual people's attitudes even before you get together, because
That's
you like the dress, you like the invitations and the ceremony, and oh my gosh, I'm gonna look so gorgeous. How am I gonna wear my hair? And I'm like, well, baby, the big part happens after you say
after
I
you
do.
say
After all of that,
after.
bills may be paid and may not. No, Lord, you want that good stuff. You
Yeah.
want to be able to have a relationship and not just a bridal ceremony.
Barbershop.
How about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Now, so they can find your books, email. I put Miss Peggy Dixon's information there, Miss Peggy Bruce Dixon at gmail.com. You can find her on Facebook. She's very active on Facebook. And find her books on Amazon.com. But of course,
Thank you.
you can also see her. She will be there Saturday and Sunday. So February 26th and 27th, she'll be at the Louisville Women's Expo. And I wanted to make sure and put up Mr. Michael Young. He's on Facebook, Instagram, Amazon.com. And then again, firstclass@gmail.com is Miss Terry Harris. Information, be sure and reach out to her, especially if you have a youth group or a school that wants to get multiple copies of that book for their children right now. Children's books, especially Children of Colors books, is really hot off the shelves. We still are only about 11% of all of the children's books created and published in the country have an African American child as the main character. We got a long way to go. There's 26%, I believe, that have animals as the main character. So, we got a long way to go, even in 2022. The rest have a Caucasian child as the main character. So therefore, we got a long way to go, but we got some great books out there for children's books. So if you need multiple copies, be sure and reach out. Ms. Peggy Dixon's 2 books, Meatloaf versus Marriage, as well as the Legacy Tree. Be sure and get that too as well. It is a wonderful inspirational book. And of course, Mr. Michael Young's got all the urban fiction for you. Now, for more information, be sure and reach out to me, bkroysonpublishing@gmail.com, or you can go to solo.to/Julia A. Royston. That has all my books, all my online stores, all my websites. Everything's there. I'm on all social media platforms. I look forward to seeing you all at the Kentucky Fair Exposition Center on Sunday, February 27th. If you're in the D-Land, Florida area at the Central Florida Black Homeschoolers Association, I will be there February 26th from 12 to about 4:30, because I'm taking the red eye out on Saturday evening back so that I can be there at the Louisville Women Expo on Sunday. Yep, I'm everywhere you want to be. When I retired in 2018, Michael Young knows I've been saying it for 4 years. I'm going hard in the paint, 3 to 5 years, and I've been doing it ever since. 3 to 5 years. On my 60th birthday, May 29, 2023, we'll see what God says after that. But right now, we're going hard in the paint. After that, I leave on Tuesday. After that, I head to Montgomery, Alabama. I have a book festival and writing expo. You can still jump in on that. Check out my Facebook cover. We'll be in the Montgomery Cultural Arts Center, formerly the Armory, I think is what it was, in Montgomery, Alabama, right there at 1018 Madison Avenue. The Farmers Market is going to be there Saturday morning, so go get your fruit and vegetables in Montgomery, and then just come on over and buy books. We'll start at 10 a.m. Registration is 9:30 a.m. So I'll be in Montgomery, Alabama, March 5th. They've got me at a school on March 6th, I think. March 5th. And then March 4th, 3rd or 4th, I'll be at some schools. So they got me running everywhere. So I'm super excited about all of that and everything that's coming up. Keep up with me. Follow me on social media, because I'm moving the rest of March as well. The 18th and 19th, I'll be in Atlanta. The 25th and 20 through the 27th, I'll be in Roanoke, Virginia. If the Lord returns and he raptures me, I'm sorry, I won't be in any of these places. But if he hasn't returned, I'll be on my grind. I'll be on my doing my thing. So I love you all. I appreciate you. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Miss Terry. Thank you, Miss Peggy. You all be blessed. Look for us. Louisville Women's Expo, February 26th and 27th. The Kentucky Fair Exposition Center. Come to booth 14. Booth 14. Be blessed. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.